Did you know that McQueen and Mater were crushed by a train? That's right! Cars is one of Pixar's franchises that divides opinions the most whenever it's mentioned. Unlike Toy Story and Monsters Incorporated, which are praised by 99.9% of the audience and hardly ever receive any criticism, Cars faces an unusual amount of negative comments from those who don't consider it one of the studio's masterpieces. But don't worry, today's video will put your mind at ease and show you, as a fan of the Cars franchise who might feel bothered by these kinds of comments, that you're not alone. Acclaimed animations like The Simpsons have referenced the Cars franchise, showing the recognition these films have received. And it didn't just happen once or twice, but many times, just like many other films and shows you probably know. But I bet you've never noticed these references and Cars cameos in other cartoons. Welcome to Cine lovers! Stick with me until the end of this video, and I'll show you the best appearances and Easter eggs related to Cars. So let's check out the first one. In the Simpsons animated series, in the episode titled, "Beware My Cheating Bart," when Homer takes Bart to the Springfield Mall, you can see on the cinema marquee, where they list the movies playing, the following title, Cars 3, New Merchandise. A curious detail is that this episode was released in April 2012, a year after Cars 2 came out and 5 years before Cars 3 premiered. As usual, The Simpsons predicted yet another global event. As everyone who's watched The Simpsons knows, the series is known for its unique humor, the kind that pushes the boundaries of irony as much as possible. In another episode, they did exactly that with Cars, and the scene was hilarious. I laugh every time I see it. While the whole family is gathered, Milhouse asks a very interesting question. After saying that he's terrified of the Cars characters and sleeps under his bed every night, he asks,
"If gasoline is their food, then why do they have teeth?"
While you're thinking about McQueen's teeth, have you remembered to like this video and subscribe to the channel? Hit that subscribe button and join our family here on the channel. Cars is always popping up, and I know you won't want to miss any of the details I bring about this franchise. Hold on, there are even more Cars appearances and references in The Simpsons to talk about. In a special episode celebrating Disney Plus's anniversary, where a party takes place with several Pixar and Disney characters attending, you can see Lightning McQueen's name on the guest list. Whether he showed up or not, we don't know, but he'd definitely be the center of attention. Another interesting detail is that next to McQueen's name, it says that he needs a parking pass. In another episode, when Otto needs to drive a bus and is completely stoned as he moves along the street, the cars passing him not only look exactly like the ones from the Cars movies, but are actually those characters. Lightning McQueen, Mater, and even Fillmore the van appear, causing chaos in the scene. And to top off the Cars references within The Simpsons, they went as far as to modify the main characters of the series and literally turn them into cars. In the opening of this specific episode, Homer and his family sit on the couch with their new automotive look, only to be crushed by the family baby, Maggie, who transforms into a tractor, leaving The Simpsons and moving into the Toy Story universe. In the third film, during the scene where the kids at the daycare are playing and it's total chaos, you can spot a Lightning McQueen toy car in the background, lucky not to be trampled on. Still in that scene, when the kids are rushing back into the room, one of the boys can be seen wearing a shirt with the number 95 and a lightning bolt on it, the same lightning bolt from Lightning McQueen. Now moving to a rather bizarre and suggestive scene. In episode 4 of season 8 of Robot Chicken, we see the character Michael getting his car stolen. Suddenly, McQueen appears with his usual smug grin, but in this case, it's pretty creepy. McQueen simply says, "I've always wondered to know what it's like to feel a human inside me." As if that wasn't strange enough, he starts asking Michael to step on his accelerator while letting out some very suspicious moans.
"Step on my pedal." Wow, wow. Ugh, brother, ugh. What's that?
As for humans inside the cars and even answering Milhouse's question about the car's teeth, in this video, I reveal the truth. Humans are inside the cars, but Pixar hid that from you. Click here to finally solve this mystery. In the show Mad, known for satirizing everything going on in the real world, in the second episode of the first season, Optimus Prime appears on vacation at a beach, sipping on some coconut water, when suddenly they look over and see Mater right next to them, having a snack with a burger and hot dog. Even automobiles deserve their vacations. Also in this series, there's an episode that clearly shows how much they love Mater, giving him a vacation scene, while McQueen appears only to be crushed and completely destroyed on screen. Just like Toy Story, the movie WALL-E made a reference to cars by showing the brand Leakless, a company that sponsored the racers, in a scene where we see an oil can tossed among the rest of the trash pile near WALL-E. Another Cars cameo worth mentioning is in Mad, with Thomas the Unstoppable Tank Engine, when McQueen and Mater were casually driving along, and as they crossed a train track, they were violently destroyed and smashed by Thomas the Unstoppable Tank Engine. That one was brutal. As it's become clear through these appearances of cars in animated shows and movies, people seem to not like McQueen's cocky attitude very much, but on the other hand, they've shown a lot of love for Mater, and just the fact that they've added so many references in these shows shows the significance and relevance of Cars, a franchise that remains strong and is kept alive by all the fans who are determined to never let these films die. A Cars 4 might be closer than you think. Here, I'll tell you everything you need to know. And since we saw a lot of bizarre and intense scenes in this video, why not check out this video where I show even more intense scenes in Cars. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time on Cine Lovers.